Abraham, originally called Abram, and Sarah, originally Sarai, were a married couple living in ancient Mesopotamia. God chose Abraham and made him a promise that he would become the father of a great nation with descendants as numerous as the stars. However, there was a problem. Abraham and Sarah were both very old, and Sarah had never been able to have children. Years passed, and Sarah still had no child. In her frustration and doubt, Sarah offered her Egyptian maidservant Hagar to Abraham so that he could have a child through her. This was a common practice at the time, though it caused great tension later on.
Abraham, take Hagar as your wife, so that through her we may have a child.
Abraham agreed, and Hagar became pregnant. But once she knew she was carrying Abraham's child, Hagar began to look down on Sarah.
This is unbearable. Hagar is treating me with contempt.
In response, Sarah treated her harshly, and Hagar ran away into the wilderness. While Hagar was in the desert, an angel of the Lord appeared to her and told her to return to Sarah and Abraham. The angel gave her a promise. Her son, whom she was to name Ishmael, would also become the father of a great nation. Hagar obeyed and returned.
I will return, for the Lord has seen my suffering and heard my cry.
Years later, when Abraham was 100 and Sarah was 90, God miraculously allowed Sarah to become pregnant. She gave birth to Isaac, the child of promise. Sarah was overjoyed, but the arrival of Isaac led to further conflict.
Finally, God has blessed me with a son, Isaac, the child of our promise.
Our joy is complete, Sarah. Our faith has been rewarded.
But as joyous as this moment was, it also set the stage for future tensions within the family. One day, Sarah saw Ishmael mocking Isaac. She demanded that Abraham send Hagar and Ishmael away. Abraham was distressed, but God told him to listen to Sarah and reassured him that Ishmael would also become a great nation.
Abraham, you must send Hagar and her son away. Ishmael cannot share in Isaac's inheritance.
Why must we be cast out? What will become of us?
Hagar and Ishmael were sent into the desert. When they ran out of water, Hagar wept, thinking her son would die. But God heard Ishmael's cries, and an angel showed Hagar a well of water. God remained with Ishmael as he grew up, and he became the ancestor of many Arab peoples. Abraham and Sarah's son Isaac would go on to father Jacob, later called Israel, making him a patriarch of the Jewish people. Hagar's son Ishmael became the forefather of many Arab nations. Their story reflects themes of faith, doubt, divine promises, and the complex relationships between people and God.